Are there things you have to be in the trenches of entrepreneurship to know? Stay tuned to find out.
Welcome.
Okay, here's the question.
Serious?
How are we dark horses? You know, the ones everyone is betting against, the ones they don't expect to win, place, or even show on the track, and they'll even laugh on us when we talk about trying. How do we show the world our greatness and triumph?
Come on.
Well, that's the question, and this podcast will give you the answers.
Let's go.
This is The Dark Horse Entrepreneur. My name is Tracy Brinkman.
And push it out.
What is up? What is up? What the hell is up, my Dark Horse friends and family? Welcome back to your ongoing dose of hard knock lesson learning. I'm your Dark Horse host, Tracy Brinkman, and you, well, that, my friend, is infinitely more important. You are a driven entrepreneur or one in the making. Either way, you're here because you're ready to start, restart, kickstart, just start leveling up with some great marketing, personal, or business tips and results in order to build that beautiful business of yours into the empire it absolutely deserves to be. That's why I'm here hitting you with yet another solo success episode coming to you straight from the Dark Horse HQ as we dive deep into success with actionable advice, tips, and steps designed to help you level up your game, both business and life. Because as we already know, there are no shortcuts to the success we're looking for except for taking those little steps towards your goals every single day. And here's a little step I'd like you to take if you could do this so much for me. I know you're getting value from these amazing guests I'm able to bring on to the show and these actionable advice and tips, these solo episodes we're bringing to you. And if you're getting that value, and I know you are, right? Yeah, I feel you nodding your head. Yeah. Go on down there and hit that subscribe button. Leave us a 5-star rating. Drop us some kind words in the reviews. It's these subscribes, ratings, and reviews that tell the podcast platforms that you are, in fact, enjoying the content that you're getting here. They give us a little lift in the rankings so that we can reach more driven entrepreneurs just like you. So again, if you're enjoying the shit you're getting here, getting a little bit of value out of it, take a moment, show the love, and help spread the word. I appreciate you. Okay, so you've set out to become an entrepreneur, and whether it's your side hustle or your 24/7 focus, it's something that I don't think anybody can truly prepare you for the experience you're about ready to go through. Because, you know, building a business, building an endeavor, solving a problem takes a little bit of patience, a little practice, and a whole lot of persistence. And I think it takes so many things that we don't become aware of until we're standing right in the middle of it, right? You're standing in the middle of the battlefield of entrepreneurship, and you've got prospects to the left of you and customers to the right of you and complaints in front of you, and maybe a good team or a so-so team or no team behind you. But what I wanted to gather you here for today is to share some insights across my experience as well as the experiences I've gleaned from all the successful entrepreneurs I've been lucky enough to touch base with or have a relationship with or have on this show, and shed some light on some lessons they all have learned, myself included, to help you through the challenges you're going to face or maybe you're facing right now. And the first one is, you know what? Talent. Yeah, that by itself just ain't gonna cut it. I think if you think about this, you know, you could be the smartest person in the room. You could be the smartest person in the world. You could be the most talented person in the world. Maybe you were born with some extraordinary gift that you could just bring amazing things to this big blue spinning planet chock full of people waiting for it. But if your ass ain't willing to put in the work, you are not gonna make it anywhere. So, my friend, talent is not enough. If I go back to my corporate America days, there was a period of time in my Coca-Cola career where I experienced, 5 promotions in a course of just about 3 years. And it wasn't because I was the most talented person around. It was because I was getting in there. I was grinding away. I was getting ideas. I was acting on those ideas, and I was making shit happen. I would see a problem, and this is the entrepreneurial spirit compacted down into a sentence. I was seeing a problem, I figured out a way to fix it, and I built that way and installed it. I didn't go out there going through a whole bunch of, I wonder if this would work or that would work. I would just try solutions and found the one that would work. And then I would enhance it and make it better, stronger, faster, very $6 million man-like, right? And I got recognized for that, and I would get a promotion. And then now I would take that same attitude and I would apply it to this new level of responsibility that I had. And then go at it again, find the big problem, figure out a solution. And now, mind you, I didn't do all this in a vacuum. I didn't do this, sitting on my ivory tower. No, man, I was reaching out to peers. I was reaching out to those that reported to me. I was reaching out to those that were our quote unquote customers, right? I was reaching out to those that we just engaged with periodically and say, if you could find a better way to work with us, what would it be? Right? And then taking all this input, right? Getting to know your audience, Right? We've talked about this a number of times. And then figuring out the best solution for everyone involved, and then putting it in place, fine-tuning it, right? Honing it, get it to just run like a well-oiled machine. Next thing you know, I got recognized again and another promotion. So you can see, if you're not willing to put in the work, I don't care who you are. You could be the smartest man. You could be Zuckerberg. You could be Buffett. You could be Musk. All those guys put in the work, right? Put in the work, your talent will shine, and then your weaknesses will be clouded by the fact that you're busting your ass 24/7 and you're delivering value to those you serve. And inside that same time frame, and probably across my entire career in and out of entrepreneurship, in and out of the corporate world, in personal and professional relationships, a lesson I have learned is that what comes around goes around. Yeah, that bad mother karma, right, is a biatch. Yes. I think we need to remember this because, as we're young, we're aggressive, we're going after things, and someone does something to offend you, to stomp on what you're doing, whatever it is, you may be in the heat of the moment thinking about telling them to go eat shit, or any number of other expletives could be inserted right there. But you need to keep your emotions in check, right? Don't let the best of a business deal get blown because you can't be professional. Don't be a hothead and go start blowing off, head popping off, all like the cartoons we see, and have this attitude of, who cares? I'll never see this person again. You'll never work here. I'm going to blackball. Whatever it is, don't be that person, because here's what happens over the long haul. Our paths cross once, twice, 3 times. You may not cross that person's path again for a decade, maybe 2 decades, maybe 3 decades, who knows? But when your paths cross again, there may be a new and even more valuable opportunity, and you've burned that bridge. It's going to make that opportunity even harder to gain. They're going to well, if they don't get exactly what they want, I remember them. They were acting like a child. Now, in the same breath, I'm not telling you to give up the farm, right? You can still be professional and firm in your dealings, but not burn your bridges in the process, right? Hey, if the deal isn't good, say, thank you very much. That's not the deal I was looking for. I think we could have come to a much better agreement. Shake their hands, walk away with your head held high, your shoulders proud, your emotions in check, and cruise on. That way, when you cross their path the next time, and there's a new and even better opportunity, and you have the ability to come to an agreement, there isn't anything burning in the back of their mind going, I remember the last time we couldn't come to agreement. They were all like hot-headed about it, blah, 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 right? They will remember that you stood firm in your beliefs, and you were professional when those beliefs wouldn't be met, right? So now they're looking at you, okay, I think we can make this. And this is the kind of person I want to work with because they stood firm in their beliefs and were willing to walk away from the deal that didn't meet their minimum requirements. because that leads right into number 3. Complacency will kill you. And see, because you're that hard worker, you're always striving for that next level. Whatever that next level is, maybe it's the next level of delivering satisfaction to your client. Maybe it's the next level of delivering value to your audience. Whatever it is, once you find that next level, if you just sit on your laurels too long, I want you to celebrate your success. Don't get me wrong. But when you just sit on your laurels, that's getting complacent and that's going to kill you. You have to harness that enthusiasm, right? And use it wisely. Don't just feed off the fat of your success, right? You want to keep driving. I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs across my time here fall into the trap of, I reached 6 figures or 7 figures annually, right? And then they don't set new goals that keep them moving forward. And here's, for me, I don't know why, right? I've always been a goal-setting kind of guy. It's like, hey, when I reach that goal, I already have the next goal queued up, right? So it's already sitting there waiting for me. It's almost like inspiring me. Hey, get that one done so you can work on me. And then there's one behind that saying, hey, get those 2 done so you can work on me. And they're all pushing me towards my big Vista vision of what my ultimate legacy lifestyle would look like, right? There's no end. There's always something more to do. And as long as you have that burning inside you, you won't be complacent. You'll keep moving forward. Never get too satisfied by your success. You want to hit that next milestone, right? And when you hit the current milestone, right, get out there. Right? Like I said, have that ticker tape parade. Go out there, celebrate with your significant other. Go out with your boys. Go with your girls. If you drink, pop the cork. Enjoy. Right? Get that bubbly, whatever it is you do for celebration. Go on that extended vacation. Then when you get back, jump in and start going after that next goal. Now, if there's something holding you back from getting that goal you're going after, it could be that you're not adapting. And if you don't adapt, you're gonna lose. There's no way you can win if you can't adapt. That's the end of the story. Especially nowadays with the way the digital landscape is speeding up the change that happens, right? I can remember being in my teens and change would come slower. It came slowly. There's a little bit of change here. Remember, there was albums. Then there was cassettes. Then there were CDs. Then there was online streaming. Then there was MP3s. Then there was Amazon downloads. Then there was Audible. It starts happening faster and faster and faster. I think with everything that's happening now, change can get out there. Someone can come up with a new idea, introduce it to the marketplace, and it's permeating if it's successful, just almost overnight, it would seem like. So you have to adapt. And inside of there, you're going to want to avoid things like tunnel vision. You're so narrowly focused on that one way to get that goal accomplished, right? And you're saying, I'm going to do like Tracy said, I'm going to work twice as hard because I'm not as smart as everyone else. I'm just keep grinding. But I want you to continue to adapt and look for ways to work smarter. Maybe your idea is a great idea, but it needs to be 2 degrees to the right of what you're thinking or 2 degrees to the left. And that would make the idea so much easier to accomplish, so much better for the marketplace, and deliver so much more value to your customers, your prospects, and your clients. Listen to your peers, listen to your team, listen to your gut, right? If you're in there grinding away, there's going to be signals coming to you through whatever you believe in. God, Allah, Mother Earth, Buddha, the universal consciousness telling you, dude, try this, right? Listen to your gut and adapt. And then finally, I think all of that kind of compasses to the point where if you're going in, man, brother, sisters, you got to go all in. You got to give it all you got. You can't just dip your toe in the water and step back out and say, well, that was kind of cool. I'm going to put my foot in. Now I'm going to put my leg in. Just go ahead and slide right into the entrepreneurial pool. Now, I'm not saying you need to go off the high dive and dump straight into the 12-foot. What I am saying is you're going to have to walk down the steps into at least the shallow end so that you're up to your neck. You're all in. You're going after it. You're not in there with just your toe going, oh, I'm trying it. Oh, yay, it's good. Oh, and then pull your foot out and say, oh, well, it didn't work for me. That, my friend, is not all in. You got to get in there. Now, If you're the kind of person like my man Zach said on his interview, where he just jumped off the cliff and grew wings on the way down, and you want to go up to that high dive and you want to bounce 3 times and go straight into the deep end, that's a personal choice, right? Go for it. But make sure you know how to swim before you make that first dive. How about that? I think what you'll find, one of the big differences between dipping your toe in and at least wading into the shallow end up to your neck, is when you dip your toe in, I don't think there's enough pressure or there's enough experience to help you really generate those business altering ideas and moments in your life. But when you're in there up to your neck and that first big wave is coming at you and you're thinking, do I duck? Do I jump? Do I run? Or do I drown? Right? Now you're starting to create ideas. Now you're starting to create solutions because you're in the mix, right? And you're working at it. You're grinding away. You've broken away the difference between work hours and non-work hours. Maybe you're sitting in front of the TV, the laptop in your lap, hanging out with the fam, and you're still kind of checking things. Oh, maybe if I try this, making yourself some notes before you close the laptop and dedicate the rest of the evening to your family. You've got to give it all you've got, my friends. Phew. All right. Well, that wraps up another amazing week here at the Dark Horse HQ. And don't forget, did you check out Larry Hankin's interview? Man, what a great set of stories and lessons that Larry had. Go back to episode 200. Check out Larry. And remember, we've got Kurt Casino coming up next Monday. He founded Hype Life brand, which specializes in building, launching, and growing B2C and D2C lifestyle brands and startups, and so much more. You're not going to want to miss this interview. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I know you're going to keep getting all these solo success episodes as well as all the amazing entrepreneur interviews I'm lucky enough to bring on the show. So be sure you go on down there, hit that subscribe button while you're at it. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead and leave us a 5-star rating. Drop us some kind words in the reviews. Ask a question. I read every single one of these reviews. Trust me. Leave some kind words. Ask a question. Engage. Maybe even share some topics or some people you think we should bring on to the show, even if that's you. Yeah, all right. These subscribes, ratings, and reviews, like I mentioned before, tell those podcast platforms that you are getting some value out of this content. They give us a little bit of lift in the rankings so that we can reach more driven entrepreneurs just like yourself. So take a moment, show the love, and help spread the word. And of course, don't keep all this entrepreneurial GOLD all to yourself. Share this podcast with other entrepreneurs and business owners you think will get value from it. And then come on over to the Facebook group. There'll be a link down there in the show notes, or you could just go to your favorite web browser, type in darkhorseschooling.com/darkhorsetribe. That will take you straight there. I look forward to meeting you in the group where you can ask your questions directly. We can engage. I'm very active on Facebook and in the group and dropping extra content as you hear every week. I tease it here in these episodes, but I go into the rooms there and drop some extra content. Continue to bring the value to my Dark Horse tribe. All right, you get out there, you run your race, you get your results. Come on in the Facebook group. Let me hear all about them. I want to celebrate with you. Until next week, think successfully and take action. Thank you for listening to the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Did you know this?
Thanks for tuning in.
Check us out at www.darkhorseschooling.com.
All right.
My name is Tracy Brinkman.